to you, Brother Jones. Let me, what I have on the radio. I'm so sorry, brother. Good day to your listeners. Brother Jones, absolutely great show. And let me tell you why America should be, not only, they should be held responsible, especially for the amount of guns that were used to murder so many innocent people, the victims now, much less. You see, you all talk about the criminals, and you'll try to make too much of your Bahamian young men, such as myself, look like criminals. Because why? We like the old way. Listen, 2013, or the 40th year and month and day or days leading up to our country celebrating independence this year, does not negate the fact that our grandparents' generation would have rolled over, if they haven't rolled over already, in their graves, in respect to how their children would have governed the country would they turn over. You see, you were talking about celebrating from 1973. They have a lot of little children reciting very important dates as relates to 1973. But and they were doing that for 40 years. It's good that they're using children this time. However, for 40 years, they celebrated those same names over and over. Now, at least in the 40th year, the grandfathers of the nation name should have been mentioned. Now, when they take that flag to Pinefield and past Pinefield, Acklands, salute the house of Willis Miller, because as that house looked dilapidated, so is the house of the young man. He hang up. The house of the young man, and see to that house. And at the end of the day, you see, let's hear what Brother Jones is saying.
Prime Minister Christie speaking at CARICOM in Trinidad. What role do you think the United States should play in...
They should be held responsible, again, number one. Number two, in the 40th year, you should honor your fathers and the life they lived and the times they lived, and respect what they stood for. Okay, so you're not going to be allowed to mistreat the young men in this country by not employing them, and in a time when the country needs them, because political and religious, in my view, corruption have corrupt the political system in this country. And for these reasons, on the 31st of May 2013, with the greatest respect to Justice Milton Evans, you ruled, sir, in a case relative to myself, and at the time we took the loan from the First Caribbean International Bank. We were husband and wife. You ruled in the bank favor. We have a 23-year agreement, the bank and I. And in the time when you all know I will be capable very shortly, once certain intellectual properties are signed, and at least notarized by a justice of our country. So I can go there and sell what I want to do as it relates to in respect of the freedom, to my freedom of expression. And for these reasons, because I will not play a game, my grandfather, Willis Miller, when you're past Pinefield, Acklands, salute that home. Because what that man did for his community of Acklands, in a time when reigning sovereign Queen Elizabeth Alexandra Mary would have already been inaugurated as reigning sovereign over at least this country. The black men back then had to learn how to build sailing sloops, sail the high seas and do fishing and go from island to island, and in most cases some of them who were brave enough, like my grandfather, would sail to the nation of Haiti, further south. So at the end of the day, let now then this record be known on the 40th year. all right, that in 60 years of Her Majesty reigning as sovereign, I heard the documentaries on Cable 12 in respect to, I think it was Amos Ferguson and all of them. Great people, I stand on their shoulders.